One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream.
There is an indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything.
We're back. Welcome to another edition of I Stand on That. It is December. Boy, this year has flown by very fast, but probably maybe have one more session before we close out this actual season for the pod and start back, of course, next year, next month. Um, Thank you guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic year. You're finishing out very strong. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us today on I Stand on That. Now, doing things a little different. I'm solo today, but here's what I'm gonna do. If you guys are open and welcome to joining as I talk about these topics, feel free to join me as I talk about what these topics. You understand? So, um, make sure to subscribe to our channel. I Stand on That podcast. We're on Facebook as well. I Stand on That podcast. Twitter. I Stand on That podcast. Not a LinkedIn. We have TikTok. I Stand on That podcast as well. And make sure you share, right? Because the more you share, the more the message gets out, the more people talking about it at the same time. So that's just what it is. I am your host, Mr. Daily Insight. Y'all make sure to go follow me there. Basically, give you insight on just inspiration. A lot of us are down and need a little picker upper. So that's what my messages are for. You know, every day I have a theme. Monday, it's Monday Motivation. Tuesday, Affirmation Tuesday. Wednesdays is Help You Out. Wednesdays, Thursdays is Daily Vitamin. Thursdays, and then Friday is Get to Know Me. Friday, of course. So every day has a theme. And even though I don't post every day or right at the same time, like I'm always getting to it or give it to you guys that message at the later time, later day. Give you Monday Madness on Wednesday. So, but I get right at that. But anyway, I'm gonna get right into it. So the first topic right now is, of course, you guys all know hearing about the whole Deion situation, right? So a lot of you guys are freaking ticked off at Deion for what? I don't know, right? He accepted the position, and everybody is let me see, acting like he didn't do nothing for that JSU HBCUs. He done a freaking lot, right? One, he brought exposure. One, he brought money. You understand? Um, he brought College Station to JSU. Hasn't been done in a while. I thought it hasn't been done ever, but I don't know my history of college football, the HBCUs. But excuse me, it has been done. But Deion brought it back. So he's pioneered a whole lot. The whole thing about it is everyone that's coming behind him, coaches, players, administration, he set the blueprint. So if y'all need to buy the blueprint from him, the game and whatever the case may be, call him up. Hey, I'm trying to do this. What should I do? And another thing is the exposure, the amount of exposure he brought. Yes, his name rings bells. Deion. Everybody wants to see him, you know, see what he's doing, see if they get better, see if they become the team that they're going to become. But he's brought a lot of eyeballs on that university, and most of them, they people want to see him win now. You know, at the higher ranks. Now, I seen on Facebook on my page, on my permanent page, a lot of people asking, where has he interviewed? Florida State was one, I know for sure. Tennessee Vols was another one. I don't know about the other places he interviewed. So, but he did get the position, right? So now everybody's, oh, he shouldn't have left. He sat in the homes of the parents and he lied to the parents and the athletes and stuff. I listen. First thing, and this is from experience. I was a college athlete, right? Southeast Missouri State University. Shout out to them Red Hawks. Y'all can see that in the back right there. The Red Hawk. Whoop, whoop. Anyway, listen, it's a business, right? The college coaches, they'll tell you the same thing. It's a business. Why? Because if I get a scholarship, you're paying for me to go to school there. You expect the job to be done. What you expect to be done? One, for me to get my grades. Two, for me to perform pretty well on the field. That's my job as a college athlete. College coach, what is his job? One, to recruit well, make sure the guys or the players or the athletes like me do good on task, get good grades, make sure they perform on the field. It's a lot. It's a business. So if I'm not performing in the classroom, not performing on the field, my scholarship should be what taken away. With the coaches, if they're not performing on the field, wins and losses, players are not getting good grades, all the other stuff that comes with being a coach. Guess what? Jobs get taken from them. So let's set that precedent. So a lot of people are still upset. Y'all get over it, to be honest, because again, it's a business. So when you analyze it from that standpoint, and like Deion, he had a press conference, not a press conference, but he just had the media in on this conversation as he was talking to the team. He said, "Listen, pretty sure you heard about the rumors. Yeah, I'm leaving. Get up out of here." And he's right. If you don't perform, you get walked out. But guess what? But when you do perform, other offers. You know what I mean? It's just no different from a male being nothing, meaning he don't have a job, he don't have a whole lot going for himself. But as soon as he rises to the occasion, and them same people that he wanted they didn't want him. But then when they see him and he's a lawyer, making a lot of money, he got the houses, the cars, the clothes. When he got all that stuff, he everybody flocking to him. So same concept with this, right? Everybody's flocking for Deion to far as coaching and want him to become the head coach there, right? So I think he will do well. Of course, everybody asking about his sons, Shiloh and Shador, will they be leaving? Is Travis Hunter going with them? Of course, Travis is going with them. Of course, his sons are going with them. His daughter goes to JSU. She might be leaving as well. So when it comes to that, right, we want to say he shouldn't have promised them kids what coming to JSU to build historically black college. Everybody expects him to be in there for 4, 5, 6 years. Honestly, I really thought he was going to stay until his sons left. This came to me as a surprise. But when opportunities knock at the door, what do you have to do? Walk on. You got to walk in that door. So he accepted the position. So now everybody pissed and mad. Don't be mad at him. You know what I mean? Do not be mad. I'm gonna post this link here as well and put it here in the chat. So if anybody wants to join right now, guess what? You can join. I'm gonna put here in the chat. You would like to join in on the conversation, please click on the link and I will you in. All right. So I put that in the chat. So if y'all want to join on the conversation, please do. This is a quick little tidbit on the whole Deion situation. I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to recruit well. And guess what? If he does well, does well there in Colorado. I don't think it's going to be a 2-year turnaround. It may be 3 to 4. But if he's progressing pretty well, they're going to be the major schools. Maybe even come back to Florida State if your boy not doing so well, or some other school that's not hot, right? Because it's going to happen. Coaching, it's always a revolving door, and things not, coaches not living up to their the expectation. All right. So, what I stand on that is, please don't hate on Deion. He's doing his best. Um, he will do well. It's not a guarantee. I don't know that, but I hope he does well. He will recruit well. They just mentioned a wide receiver from IMG said he's going to commit to Colorado. So we're already seeing a domino effect right now. You understand? He announced it. I think it was this morning. I seen it on Mr. Block's page. T Block, you know who he is. Hold it down. Um, and they announced it. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Colorado, and this is where I'm gonna, be spending my next few years." So the domino effect is already in effect. It's rolling, and like I say, he will do well. So that's what I stand on. Don't hate on him. He's just progressing and moving to a better opportunity. So that's all I have on that topic. Now, I have two more topics, right? Let me see. So now, next one is um seen it on Facebook, right? It was a post on Facebook and it mentioned, right, date. What is the real price or what should a real date cost, right? In your opinion. Let me put it down here at the bottom. All right, so I know 2022 is about to end. Um, and this is the subject, or the topic, I should say. What will a true price in 2023 be for a date? What is the true price? You understand? I don't know what the hell a true price of a date is now. Why? Because that's not just what it is, right? Um, Ask friends, relatives, they give me general numbers, maybe $1.50, depending on who the female is or who the dude is, 200, 300, $400. And why we spending? And first off, why we spending all this money, right? We don't have to spend a whole lot of money getting to know each other. If that's what we're doing, why? So, but there's a lot of different points or angles we can go at it, right? One, right? You men, if you have money, that's cool. Stop leading with your pockets, right? What do I mean by leading with your pockets? Hey, listen, I'm going to come take you out on stage. We're going to go to Ruth Chris. We're going to do all this. Woo, 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 woo. You spend all that money, $300-$400. Let's say the date is horrible. So you spent $300-$400, right? Whether you have it or not. Why are we spending $300-$400 just to see, if you're trying to, pursue that person and move forward? Why are we spending that much money? You can get to know someone by going bowling and some drinks. It may cost you $30-$40, right? You can go to a park for some ice cream. It may cost you $20. And men don't have or feel the pressure to lead with your pockets because what you see on social media. Girl, he took me to get some ice cream, or we went to get some crepes. So, girl, that nigga cheap. That dude cheap. Throw some come to it. You understand? Because those same women, right? I'm gonna break this down. Same women that's talking about, oh girl, he cheap. He took me to what is this? Chili's, where you go all the time. Women, don't minimize a dude where he take you, and you don't even take yourself to that. I mean, to Ruth Chris on a regular. You don't buy yourself a bottle of wine on a regular. So when you go on this date, you have all these high expectations of this man, but you don't have them same expectations of yourself, sweetheart. So who be fooling? Who be fooling? Honestly, who are we fooling? Right? You don't take yourself to Ruth Chris, all these other fancy restaurants with the white tablecloth. You understand? So as we had a interview with Chef T, he broke it down. Fine dining, what it really means. So them white tablecloth, that's your fine dining. So a la carte, your steak is one price, your shareable is another price, your wine or your liquor is another price. Women, if you don't take yourself there on a regular, don't expect a man to take you there. Stop having these high expectations of men, but you don't have high expectations for yourself. Let's stop with the capping, right? I take myself here all the time. No, you don't. Why you lying? Don't lie to yourself. Please don't. Don't lie to yourself. Just stop it. Just stop it. Right now, let me see. When it comes to dating, um, getting to know people should be your first. You know what I mean? In most cases, you don't have to go out, right? Y'all can talk on the phone. Y'all can video chat and get to know each other before you go out on the date. And I know some people like, oh well, I want to meet you. I want to get your vibe, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And some guys, they dating with the purpose to smash. Women, you might be during this to smash too as well. You know what I mean? Y'all know what smash mean. And going on about y'all business. But if that's the case, you might just want to, feel a person out, see what their triggers are, see if they had on the other side of them, because all people do. And this is a dating advice I would get everybody. If you date someone and you only see one side of them, push some buttons possibly, right? Not some major stuff. Push some buttons to see the other side, because then at that moment, you can see both sides of people, because everybody has both sides. Let's say you're in a relationship now, you see the other side of the other person, and you're like, man, it's got to be something on the other side. It got to be is the grass green on the other side. Not always, because then you jump to the other side and you just see the representation of one person, but you don't see the other side of them. You might not like the other side. It's cool to have that first side, but if you don't get that other side, man, you like, man, I can't deal with this. Everybody gonna have something that they don't like about someone, but hey, let me see if I can tolerate. Let me see if I can deal with it. So therefore, it's just like I've always say, failure is, fail as fast as you can so you can um, have success quicker. Same thing with dating. Get to know that other side of that person as fast as you can so you can know if you can deal with that person moving forward, if y'all progress in some type of relationship, courtship, whatever the case may be. Ladies do the same thing. You understand? So, but the whole, what the cost of a date should be little to nothing on the first date. Yeah, going to eat is cool. That's cool, but let's get to know each other. Let's take some walks. We can go bowling, something like that. Never ever do a movie on the first date. Y'all ain't getting to know each other. You're not. You're not getting to know each other in the movie, but on the physical level. That's the only way y'all get to know each other. That's it. So, why go to the movies? And I never understood it. Back in the day, I used to do it too. I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting here looking at you looking at me, but we ain't getting to know each other at all. Conversation, sitting in front of each other, walking beside each other. That's a real, true testament of getting to know someone, not the movie theater. Understand? So, for all you youngsters going to the movie theater, y'all probably got something in mind. Something in mind y'all might want to be doing, which is it's cool. That's cool. No, it's not, but it's cool. You understand? Y'all on the same wavelength. So be it. You understand? So be it. So, what will be the true cost of a date? Because people still going to date. Still, men gonna still leave with the pockets. Sometimes women gonna leave with the pockets. I don't know. I seen some upwards. I see somebody on Facebook say they spent $400 on a date. $400 on a date. Drinks. We know drinks gonna cost you not a lot, depending on where you're going. Y'all not in the DR. Y'all in other countries. Y'all in the U.S. somewhere. Depending on where you at, you're gonna spend a grip on some drinks. If you're a drinker, men, if you got a drink on your hand, boy, you're gonna spend 150 on the drink, on her alone, if she drinks. Food gonna cost you $1 too. So what I stand on that is when it comes to that date, what the real cost of a date in 2023 will be upwards probably 250, 300 on average for a date. On average, depending on what y'all doing. And y'all might do 6 a.m. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. date. You know, you might do some paint and sip. You know, one you might go karting, then you might have a dinner. You know, everybody's different on that. But my suggestion, you're really trying to get to know someone, and they tell and they, y'all go out on the first date. Men, y'all ain't got to go on no Ruth Chris. Y'all ain't got to do all that. You don't, because again, you can still get to know somebody. Now, here's the thing. Now, if y'all got to know each other on the phone, on Skype, or video chat, do a week or two of that, and then you can see if you want to take them out. You know what I mean? Some women, they might be pressed to go out on a date. Say, hey, listen. We ain't got to go on a date. I'm just trying to get to know you. Well, you can get this. Is the girl. You can get to know me at Ruth Chris at this. Well, I ain't trying to do all that. Now, then the women may say, listen, you ain't got no money. You cheap, man. You may have the money. You might not want to spend it, or if you do want to spend it. You do want to spend it. But you're gonna get to see the real person right away, right now. If they're pressing, they get on that date, but you say, "Nah, I can get to know you. We can Skype. Look at your background. You look at my background. Go for a walk, whatever. Play a game online with each other, and talk. Listen, there are a lot of ways. And y'all might be looking at us like, boy, you crazy. You ain't gonna go on no date to get to know someone, like at a dinner or somewhere else. There are many facets to get to know someone. You ain't always have to be at a dinner. You understand? So it doesn't have to be. So just keep that in perspective. Now, let me see here. And now the last topic right now. So we got no banter to go back and forth. Let me see here. Cost of having a high value male, right? So that is the topic right now. The last topic I'm gonna go through real quick. What is the real price of a high value man? Um, let's define. Well, there are a lot of definitions of high value man. So these are CEO, 500 Fortune company ran guys, self-made guys, as far as built the millions from the ground up. They have multiple women flocking to them. They own different businesses. They're just all the way around polished. They may have some other things to deal with, like everybody else. Like they have a mental issue or a vice that gets them in trouble, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to that, as far as finances and their brand and their just overall makeup, they're I hate this term, they're breaded. They have a lot of money. They doing well for themselves. So when it comes to that, that's considered as high value man, the top 10% of guys. And basically every woman wants them, right? Every woman wants this male, no matter what cost. I was watching a dating show, and the lady was a little cuckoo, as I thought. She say, I got approached by Drake, right? 3 times. She says 3 separate times. Whether I believe it or not, it doesn't matter. But for the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna use her example. She wanted a Drake, right? She say I was approached by Drake 3 separate times. First time I was with my boyfriend. He was in the car. My boyfriend was in the car, in the passenger seat, sleep. Drake pulls up on the other side, rolls the window down. What's up, mom? What's going on? What's good? What is he? Nah, my boyfriend here on the side. I'm good. I'm being faithful. But deep down inside, she won't Drake. So second time she said it was at a party with her homegirls and Drake's dad was present or something like that. Came over and I guess um she had a homegirl with her and the dad tried to approach the homegirl and got them basically kicked out of VIP or whatever. Something like that. And then the third time she mentioned that, Drake seen it was like, yo, I remember you, what's up? And then Drake signaled for her to come over. but she was, she was on one opposite side of the club, going to the other, but never happened because it was too many people, as she said. So she used that example to say, if Drake want me, I want Drake, and I want I'm gonna put my meter of men to be Drake or higher. So the host of this dating show said, wait a minute. So if you can't get a Drake, Drake is successful financially. They say he looks good. Women, y'all can judge him on that. Funny, charismatic, all that good stuff. So they say, so you want a Drake or better? Who else is out there? You say Kanye West may be a better Drake. Then she says, well, my ex looks like a better version of Kanye. So the host says, well, why ain't you with him? Oh, this is her response. Well, he had other priorities other than me. So what does that say to me? He may have other women trying to get money, and he does well for himself. So she decided to move on from that situation, rather stay. But then the host asks her, so Drake is a high value man, right? She said, yeah, yeah. I know, I get it. So she asked the host to ask her, so you'll allow Drake to do his thing and go around and be with other women? Yeah, I would. So then, pretty sure your ex that looks like a better version of Kanye was doing the same thing. Yeah, we had our times back and forth. So why did you leave him? It don't make sense. You had something that was somewhat almost on the same level playing field as a Drake, but you let him go. You let him scoot off, skedaddle, and move on to something else. So women, uh, is she setting her standards too high? You know what I mean? Is she? She only makes. She mentioned the host of the show, of the dating show, asked her, "What do you make? Does a man have to make a certain type of money? 50 to 60,000 or more than me." So as she's talking before she asked her the question about how much money you have to make, I'm thinking she makes $200,000-300,000 based on how she was moving, or as far as her questioning and what she wanted. I just swear she was, but she wasn't. But again, that just begs the question, right? What exactly um what exactly is what are you doing to value or bring it to the table that's making this high value man want you, right? And could I be wrong? Could Drake just want her just for the time being because that's what he does? Well, yeah, if you ask me, that's just what it is. You ain't see Drake settling down one woman, and moving on. You hear, oh, he was a this one, and Nick Cannon. You throw his name up in there too as well. So he's not looking for a high value woman. Not saying the women that he's, you know, had babies with high value. You know what I mean? So, and for the record, he's not messing with multiple. It's it's a group of women that he go around and have second or third babies with. So, for the record, in case y'all was wondering on that, right? So it's not the case. But so with that real price, that price of a high value man, you gonna have some sleepless nights. You might get cheated on. Um, this is the man that everybody wants. When we say high value, are there other levels of high value men out there? Yeah, it is. But most women don't want those. They don't. They don't at all. Evidence have shown that. You understand? So, are you willing to pay that price just to say I'm taken care of? What does that mean financially? You know, I thought you have feelings, emotions, and things of that nature that you want to get mad. You want to spend a lot of quality time, but with a high value man, it's not going to be the case. It's not. There's a lot that comes with that. You know that for sure. You know that for sure. So, what I stand on when it comes to that particular topic is the price of a high value man. I got a follow up question. Are you willing to pay that price? It is a thing to where if you're willing to pay that price, to say that, you have this high value man, he's paying all your bills, and he's traveling the world and doing whatever, whatever he's doing. If you cool with that, that's the price you're gonna pay. To have some lonely nights and stuff, that's the price you're gonna pay. So, but honestly, that's it, man. That's all I have for today. Um, we'll see y'all on the next show. I know it's brief for the time being. The holidays is here. People get busy and all that good stuff. So, but I just want to keep this train rolling for y'all. Bring y'all something, not much, but a little something. So hopefully I have a guest on next time we close out the year. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. Look at our previous content that we have on I Say on That podcast on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. That's where most of our content lies. So that's all I have. See y'all on the flip side and check y'all later.